How does Flask's render template work its magic internally for Python? Imagine you're building a website and want to show users a page that changes depending on what they do. You need a way to connect your Python code with the HTML that displays on the screen. That's where Flask's render template function comes into play. It acts like a translator between your Python code and the HTML page you want to show. When you call this function, Flask uses a special tool called Jinja2 to process your HTML templates. These templates are files that contain HTML mixed with some special syntax for inserting dynamic data, like variables or loops. When you write code like this, from Flask import Flask, render template, and then create an app object, Flask automatically looks for a folder called templates next to your main Python file. Inside this folder, you put your HTML files, like main.html or hello.html. When someone visits your website, Flask runs the function linked to that route. If you call render template with a file name and some data, Flask finds that template in the templates folder. It then hands the template over to Jinja2 for processing. Jinja2 scans the HTML for special tags, like double curly braces for variables or control statements like for loops and if conditions. If you pass variables in your render template call, Jinja2 makes those variables available inside the template. It replaces the placeholders with your actual data. For example, if you pass a name variable, it replaces all instances of that variable in the HTML with the real name you provided. Jinja2 also automatically escapes special characters to keep your site safe from security issues like cross-site scripting. Once Jinja2 finishes processing, it produces a complete HTML string. Flask then wraps this string in a response object, which is sent back to the user's browser. The browser receives the fully rendered page and displays it. If Flask can't find the template, or if there's an error during rendering, it raises an exception. You can catch these errors with try-except blocks to help debug your code. Flask also automatically adds some common variables to every template, like request, session, and configuration data. You can add your own variables to all templates using template context processors. This makes it easier to share data across your pages without passing everything explicitly each time. You can even use render template for other text formats besides HTML, like Markdown or plain text emails, by changing the template file extension. Just remember that Flask looks for templates in the templates folder, so keep your files organized that way. Understanding how render template works internally helps you write cleaner, more efficient Flask applications. It shows why organizing your templates well and handling errors properly can make your web app run smoothly and look great.